Welcome everyone to Honoring Our Pets' Wisdom, Positively Connected. And I'm Sharon Carne, and I'm here with Carmen Hansen, and also with Lyndley and TaoTao, who are going to be with us today for just checking in and finding out what's going on with TaoTao. Our show today is called Creating Zen for TaoTao, and it looks like she's pretty well in that mode already. so, Carmen, would you like to share our intention for the show?
Yes, I would. Thank you, Sharon. Every pack should have balance, including the animals and the people in the house. And our intention is to show that it is possible and that give you an idea of what a pet communicator or an I blend communication. Actually, communication came through from the energetic work. It was a sort of a happy byproduct, and people really love to have confirmations of what actually they already know about the communications that their animals are making to them. And so our intention is to create wholeness and balance within the pack of the home, animal and people. And we're looking for our next client next month. So sign in and sign on. We're delighted to keep on using this venue to showcase what is possible.
Thank you so much, Carmen. I also wanted to thank Ruth for founding these networks, and also the EWN One with the Earth. Welcome if you're joining us there, or on the Enlightened World Network. Welcome if you're joining us there. And Ruth has asked us to do this show, and we've been just so delighted and having so much fun with exploring, supporting animals and their human companions. I want to take a moment to introduce Carmen, because she is so brilliant in how she communicates with animals. You're going to love watching how she works. She's also a sound wellness practitioner. She's a shamanic elder. She's a metaphysical teacher, focusing on bringing love and light to this world. So I'm so excited and so honored to be doing this show with Carmen.
Thank you, Sharon. I am also honored to join you in this venture and have your support, because we've had some really amazing communications between us, and something that I wouldn't pick up, you get. So that's just pointing to all of us have different gifts and talents, and when we work together, we're even more empowered. And I'd like to introduce my friend Sharon Carne, who is the founder of the Sound Wellness Institute, and she's a very gifted sound wellness practitioner. Amazing if you live in Calgary or if you live around the world. We've found that our sound therapies can transmit throughout the world. She's an international speaker and a music teacher and a master sound healer and a publisher, and you're a grandma too. So how do you have time for all of this, Sharon, and maintain your smile? And I submit that it's your work with sound helps keep you grounded and healthy, balanced, as mine does. I am just so blessed to have this in my life.
Thank you so much, Carmen. And TaoTao, I see she's been moving around there. This is Lyndley, and oh, there she is. There's TaoTao. She just went to curl up in the corner there. And I want to welcome Lyndley and TaoTao to the show today. Lyndley, would you like to say a little bit about TaoTao and how she came to be with you?
Absolutely. So yeah, she's just relocating a little bit. TaoTao is from China, and I found her. Come here. She might be wandering a little bit. She was found in a box when she was about 5 weeks old and has been with me ever since. Came home when she was like 3 months old in Canada, and she loves the snow. I think somewhere inside her, she knew she was going to end up in Canada. She fits in very well here, and she's about 2.5 now. And yeah, that's how Tao became part of my life. There she is again. Yeah.
Nice. And can you, we worked together about 2 months ago, was it? You had a session, you and TaoTao had a session with me, and because she was having an issue, you want to speak to that? And
for sure. So yeah, I think it was about 2.5 months ago. Tao started throwing up every day, about 5 times a day, and it was becoming quite concerning to me. She couldn't keep anything in. As soon as she'd eat, she'd throw up right away. And that went on for about 2 weeks before I contacted Carmen. And Carmen was able to identify a lot of things that really blew me away. She, even unrelated to that session, I won't forget, I remember you were cleansing one of her upper chakras, and the name Stan came to you, and that's the name of my dad. And they just had like a little kerfuffle a couple days prior, and that just, wow, how did you know that? And I could see Tao was very relaxed. I loved the song that came out of her, and it was just a beautiful session. We moved around a little bit, found out that the energy in that house wasn't very good, and Carmen cleared it out. And yeah, I would say a week later, Tao was better, and then we moved in with my parents, and everything was good.
yeah, so she was still having some vomiting after we did our session. However, as soon as Lyndley had the information that it was the environment and perhaps the combination of the energies in that home, she was able to decide to make a move to a home that TaoTao is totally relaxed in and happier, and she hasn't thrown up since. Is that correct, Lyndley?
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So today I checked in just prior to our going live, and she's not balanced or grounded, so she's a little bit fidgety, and that's okay. When our animals are fidgety, sometimes they need to fidget. And distance, it doesn't matter if she's away from our camera view. If she comes back, that will be wonderful. But I can still do the energy work if she's there on the bed with you, or if she's across the room from you, or if she runs to the other end of the house. So it's as long as I connect in and just say hello. Hello, TaoTao. Remember me? She says yes. Are you ready for a little grounding and balancing? So I knew that she needed grounding and balancing, and whatever comes up through the chakra balancing. And as I normally do, it extends to Lyndley and extends to the rest of the household as much as we can offer, is accepted, because we have a free will universe. Something freely offered is not always taken. So it's just what it is. And those of us who accept it and with grateful, with any, just accept it, we benefit from those energies. So I'm always working from the highest good and asking for what is best for this household, this home, this pet, our universe, even our earth, blending all, because the greatest good is best for everyone. And there's been animals that I've worked with that have needed to just pass on, but they didn't tell me during the session. So I felt disappointed, and at that time, but I take it as a gift to be able to learn and know that I'm not always going to be given all the information. I'm only one person. I'm one person, and I listen well, and they don't always share because that's not for me to do. But I'd like to start by opening sacred space, and I'm going to bring in, oops, I don't have original sound on. I'm going to bring in my Tibetan bowl, and that is the name of I've named my bowl Mashindra. Actually, it told me what its name was. And I'll just do Om. So you're welcome to join me if you care to. Breathe that in right to your toes. Feel your connection with Mama Gaia, with our divine presence. And know that all is well in the world. Everything is always working out for us.
She was
When
really,
it doesn't feel like it.
she was really listening to the ohms, Carmen. Her
Nice.
head popped right up and her ears went into perky mode.
Oh, nice. Well, maybe that's her, her experience in China.
Mm.
Yeah.
They have more habits of the spiritual realm for longer times. We're just starting to remember again, but they've remembered. The Asian population in general have remembered their spiritual roots for longer. What they do with that remembering is up to them, but so we're just going to picture our roots, and I always say 4 paws into the earth for the animals, or if it's a bird, then 2 claws into the earth, and just allow them to float down through all the layers of strata, the topsoil and the sand, the shale, the granite, through a pile of coal. Now pass some precious gems right down to the core of the earth. And just wrapping our roots around and experience the heartbeat of Mama Gaia. And breathe that in. And then allow that beautiful Mother Earth energy to just rise back up towards you, towards TaoTao, right into her root chakra. And feel that support from the earth. And we'll just tone in the sound, the sacred sound that I use for this chakra, like hug. You don't have to match my voice. I go as low as I can, but I don't have a very low voice. So. And one more. And I'm just going to invite Sharon to comment if she has any observations.
I felt a shift on the second last one, just before you said one more, Carmen. Felt quite a shift in the root chakra and a lot of settling there now
Mm-hmm.
and grounding.
But
Yeah.
that too, and it's almost like the household also settled.
Mhm.
So there's another dog in the home as well, and I really am mindful of connecting with that dog as well. What's that dog's name, Lyndley?
That's Maggie.
Maggie. Thank you. And is that where Stan lives as well?
No, he's not here.
Oh, okay.
Maggie seems quite curious about all of this.
Yeah, I see her sniffing.
She's quite protective of Tao too. She's really like her mom dog. So I could see her being.
No, she's checking me out.
Sounds about right. She's very friendly though. Loves people.
Mm-hmm. I'm just sending her a message. This is for the highest good. And
Her
she can
heart-
monitor me as much as she can. And if she has any messages, she's welcome.
Her heart just warmed up, Carmen. I think she's okay now.
Nice. So becoming aware of that beautiful earth flow that we've created into the root chakra, just allow that beautiful energy to rise into the sacral, which is about 3 on a human, about 3 fingers below the belly button. On a dog, it's just above their tail. I'm just allowing it, sweeping it. This is called sweeping, where I just use my hands to collect any congestion in that chakra area, the energetic. Then I turn my mind to the physical and inquire if there's anything that can move from the physical as well.
Carmen, Maggie
Yes.
seems to be popping into my awareness here, asking if you could also send some of this intention to Maggie at the same time.
Yes, that's certain. Thank you for your comment, Maggie, and thank you for mentioning it, Sharon. I get wrapped up in the moment a little bit, and in this particular mode, it's easy to become, I'm not sure, distracted or anyway. I'm just picturing an infinity connection with all beings in this home. Oh, do you hear the deva of the land, Sharon?
No, my awareness wasn't going there. Where I was feeling Maggie very much connected as you were doing the infinity. Oh, interesting.
Well, I just heard the deva of the land, and there's some upset there. Something has been moved. Anyway, I'm asking if it will be suitable to leave it that way. Oh, they just like to be asked permission, so I'm just gonna this time, ask permission and bless it and thank them. Thank you for accepting this family, this home, these animals. Are you aware of anything that's been moved outside, Lyndley?
There's a lot of construction right now. They're building houses. I can hear it right now.
Huh. Well, isn't that cool that I just heard that? All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for your patience, Deva, of this land. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you for your knowing that we don't always ask permission. And I'd like to offer you a gift of song. Thank you. Well, that seems a little sidetracky, but it affects the home, so. Was there anything you picked up about that, Sharon?
Just felt it really settle at the end of your song, Carmen. So it feels like the land is comfortable now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there's construction going on that might still be creating a bit of concern, the property, Lindy's parents' property, is feeling settled.
Yes. So now in our sacral chakra, our tribal connection, I would submit our tribal connection to earth and all the animals, and our connection to the trees and the mycelial network of the mushrooms and all the wondrous connections that we're just touching on discovering now. And we'll tone in the sacred sound for the sacral, which is ooh. Just let that settle in for a moment. Anything pop up in your awareness, Miss Sharon?
What popped up for me was, because you were mentioning tribal connection here too, is although it felt like there was something released from TaoTao with her connection to China and where she was born and being placed in the box and what happened with her very early in her life. So it felt like that released and allowed the second chakra to be fully here with Lyndley.
Nice. I'm so glad that you're able to express these things for on behalf of us.
I love the teamwork, Carmen, because we're tuning in at ranges of frequencies that can listen in such cool ways.
And now everyone might notice that I do this infinity wave, and it goes around. It's 3D. So it creates it's actually a circle when it finishes, formed from all the figure eight energy And it's meant to connect the whole tribe in the home. So that's what I'm doing when I'm motioning like that. So let's allow this beautiful, just allow it to rise, this beautiful Mother Earth energy, just easily and gently right to the solar plexus, which is just below the rib cage. And this is our sense of self, our power center, which TaoTao was really struggling with when I first met her. And that's something that's, I feel has really shifted since our first session. I'm just allowing, oh yes, Maggie, you too. Allow the expansion of this sense of self. We might call it ego, but we need the ego. We need the capital ego. We need for the highest good. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to be self-aware. And the small ego is where we get the judgment on ego. And so I'm just inviting people to acknowledge that ego is a good thing when in the right balance. I'm just feeling like stretching out. Whose chakra? Tao's? Maggie's? Lyndley's. Lyndley needs a little stretching in that ego. Just allowing it to expand to its beautiful, vibrant, connective self. Connecting to the rest. The plants seem to be chiming in on this one, so hello, plants. And I'll just tone in the sacred sound for the solar plexus. I've been calling it sacral, and it's solar plexus. I knew what I was talking about. You guys should too. So, solar plexus. So, the sound here is O. I'm going to do it 5 times. Much better. Any thoughts, Sharon?
That one with Lyndley felt a little bit of jiggling around with by the third whatever would needed to be released in her third chakra left. So beautiful. And
Are
then
you
I
feeling
felt
hungry?
the
You feeling
connection.
okay, Lyndley?
It's so funny you said that, because in the last chakra, I was going to say something, but I held myself back. But when you're doing the sacral chakra, the second one, I felt that. And I was going to tell you guys, like when you were working on Tao, I could actually feel something there. And then I didn't say it to you. So I just kind of laughed to myself when you said that my ego or my will, my voice, my everything kind of, yeah.
Well, and it's connected to our self-expression and connected to our throat and out. So we might run into a little bit of lack of flow through the throat as well. And we might not. It's all good. They're all connected. And if something isn't quite working fully, then it's like a deck of cards. Everything kind of flattens. So we'll just allow this beautiful energy to rise right into the heart. Our beautiful hearts, loving, knowing. Did you know the heart has more neurons than the brain, or as many neurons? Is that correct, Sharon?
I'm not sure if it equals the number of neurons with the brain, but the heart has its own brain for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know when I lead with my heart, my life is much flowier.
Totally. The heart actually sends more information to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. So the heart is in charge.
Oh, Sharon, you're coming into this. I just have to sweep a little bit of dust out of the corners.
Thank you, Carmen.
You're welcome. How about mine? Oh, I'm good. Sal, Maggie, Lyndley. And who's the other person that's there?
My brother, Aiden. He's a year and a half younger. I'll have to get Maggie at some point so you guys can meet her. I'm gonna bring her in.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. I'll leave my door open, and if she decides to come in, then
Great idea, because it feels like she's just waiting for the invitation.
see that.
Okay, so Hayden, yeah. All right, so is everybody? Yes. So now we'll tone in that beautiful heart energy with the sacred sound of ah. Ah. Do it 5 times. Ah. 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 Just feel into that beautiful energy, the heart energy connecting the 3 lower grounded with the 3 upper etheric. And the heart is the center. Oh, and with animals, I like to do the brachial, so there's actually 4 upper. And allow this energy to rise into the throat. Our self-expression place, where we can express what we need, what we want, what we love. Right next to the heart for a reason, so we can use our heart into our throat. Yep. There's a little dust in the corners, Lyndley.
I can feel that before you said. Felt like a ball was rising from my chest to my throat.
Yeah. So we'll just sweep it gently and easily, putting it up into a golden bubble. And that's what I do with all this energy that I sweep. I either blow it or sweep it into a golden bubble with a one-way door. And then I ask for the guides and spirits and angels, whoever is willing to do that, to repurpose it and transmute it into a positive thing. For congestion isn't necessarily negative. Sometimes it's just too much going on in that area, or an injury, or you crinked your neck, or you banged your elbow. Tao, yep. Maggie, yep. Oop, a little more for Maggie. Allow it to expand. How's Aiden doing? Ooh, pretty good. Ooh, a little more at the top. Don't be surprised if you have a lively discussion this evening when he gets home, or when next time you see him. Now Lyndley, back to Lyndley. I just gave you a little break. Allowing this layer to be released. Well, we are like onions. If we took everything at once, we'd probably just fall to our knees. I don't know. What do you think, Sharon?
Totally. I think our systems have to be built up bit by bit. Otherwise, it would be way too overwhelming. Our nervous systems are just too sensitive for that much energy at once.
Thank you. Ready to tone in? Ready to tone in the sacred vowel of the throat, which is I. I feel, I know, I love. Nice breath in. Release another paper thin layer of congestion or tension. Any messages for me? Sharon, are you picking up anything? Because I hear something, but I can't hear it.
There was, I had a question that came to mind about Maggie. Does she bark a fair bit, Lyndley?
Yeah. Yes.
Because it felt like the throat chakra, the work with the throat chakra shifted. To me, it felt like she was chattering. The barking was chattering without purpose. And it felt like now that with the throat chakra balanced, that there's purpose now to her barking or her communication. That was my sense of it, Carmen and Lyndley, that it just felt like chatter, barking a lot, which is chatter for her.
Well, that sent shivers down me, so that's my indication of, oh, that's spot on.
Okay, cool.
Here, she's right here.
TaoTao came back?
Yeah, Maggie's at the door. Come here, Max.
Nice.
Oh, I'll show you.
That's okay.
Oh, she's camera shy.
Say hi.
Hello, Maggie.
Hello, Maggie.
Oh,
Hello, Maggie.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Aw.
Hi, sweetie.
Wow. Nice.
There's Maggie, and Tao is back.
So let's just sink back into this beautiful grounded energy and allow it to flow upwards. And for animals, I always do the brachial. So the animals of the household are getting this brachial chakra, which in people we identify as the 0 point. And from our experience, the 0 point takes a little more sometimes than just a simple balance in people to bring forth its delightful energy. However, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to do it anyways. So just allow it, and that's just right by the occipital is how I perceive where it is. So right through here. Close to the throat. I hear boredom. Somebody's bored. Is that you, Tao? No. Maggie, are you bored? All right, she's bored. Whatever that means. I'm sure she goes for walks. She looks like she's in fine shape.
She just wants some.
But Labradors are highly inquisitive and they like to be active. So sometimes a less active lifestyle, they have to kind of live with it. Sorry. All of our animals kind of have to live with our sedentary habits. So it's there's some that really take to it and some that just makes them agitated. Okay. So now the sound that I heard was the sound, sacred sound for this chakra is Lu. Lu, 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 Lu. Lu, 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 and one more. Lu, Lu.
Oh,
What did you feel, Lyndley? That was yours.
I was thinking a lot about the dogs and their dynamics. So I wasn't, but it's almost like with everyone, I feel like a ball, but it's like a snowball. Like the snowball is moving up, but it's like melting away each time. It's getting smaller.
Awesome.
So that was the feeling. But I was definitely thinking my focus was on that.
Sharing. Thank you for sharing. So I just continue working.
She's a little scared of my brother still because she doesn't know him that well. So I think I was thinking about that.
Okay, well, close the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we'll just continue to feel that Mother Earth energy rising up through the root, sacrum, solar plexus, heart, throat, through the brachial, into the third eye, our intuition. And this pack energy can help smooth out some of those. She might not be fearful. She might just try and be establishing her place in the pack. And if she doesn't approve of where she is, because she's been kind of, mommy's little pup, right?
Yes.
Any thoughts, Sharon?
I'm feeling there's something in the way in the third eye chakra. And I'm not quite sure if it might be Maggie or TaoTao or Lyndley or Aiden.
Better. Everybody? How does that feel? Yeah.
Better.
Okay, so let's tone in. Oh, hello, Maggie. Let's tone in the sound of the third eye, and the sound is A. We just allow that to settle in, vibrate through the body, the mind, the emotions. Yeah, that feels a lot smoother to me. How about you, Sharon? Okay,
Much
good.
smoother and much more connected, Carmen, with all of the pack there in the house.
hmm
Hmm.
And the brachial probably helped a bit too,
Uh-huh,
because
it
that's
did.
kind of their animal net connection.
Yeah.
And we'll just complete our toning up of the chakras with the allowing the earth energy to rise up to the crown. Breathe into the crown. As I gently sweep just a tiny bit of congestion. Well, there's a little bit of worry there, a little bit of concern there, agitation there. Good. I feel we're ready to tone in the crown chakra, which is the sacred sound I use is E. Just let that settle down like a nice warm blanket through the whole body. Now the chakras work together. The energies of the household works together. The Deva wanted me to mention that they're working there too. Thank you. Thank you, Deva. That's quite a blessing, I think, to be acknowledged twice. They generally just let us do our thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
Very
you.
cool, Carmen.
Very cool.
The tuning forks really felt like they supported the settling of the collective field there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is, I mean, I do a similar format every session, but different things come out. So
Hmm.
everybody gets, we're all bio individuals, so we all get a little different thing. I don't think I've ever used the tuning forks in our online show. So
No. We have about 10 minutes remaining, Carmen.
so now we'll just begin the process of grounding all this beautiful connection and the beautiful connection within the household back down towards the earth, because we are physical as much as we'd like to be angels. We're physical human beings, or we exist in a physical body with our etherical energy field surrounding us. So we'll just start with the crown. And I only do one tone on each and just ground back down in this connection, this harmony, this Zen for Tao. Feeling that settle down and flow down towards the third eye with A. Interweaving these beautiful energies and experiences through every chakra, grounding us down thoroughly into the Brachial Chakra with Lu. Lu, Lu. Flowing down towards the throat, intertwining all these beautiful energies to the throat with I. Allowing it to just flow down to the heart, our beautiful hearts, with awe. Flowing and intermingling, connecting and balancing throughout the chakra system to the solar plexus with O. O. Towards the sacral chakra, coming down into connection and balance and flow and ease with the sacral chakra with U. And arriving with all these beautiful energies flowing down towards the root, thoroughly grounding this harmony, this balance, this love, this interconnection and intertwining into the root chakra. I'm going to do 3 at the root to thoroughly ground it in and create this harmony between all the chakras and all the beings here that we're focusing on today. So we did manage to address a few of the different issues that were at each chakra as we went up the chakra system and now flow down. Do you have any thoughts, Sharon?
As TaoTao was in the window, and I was starting to get a little bit of a sense of this before Carmen at the crown chakra, as she was in the window, there was a lot of beautiful light streaming in, the way the camera was showing Tao at the window. And I got a sense of a spirit dog. And I don't know if it was maybe another dog that has been in the family, or a spirit dog that is more like a guide for Tao. I'm not sure. But it got stronger as she was looking out the window.
Well, the shape of it is one of those big, burly, like the ones that are on the statues with all the muscles, and like that's the shape that I see when you mention it. Thank you for bringing that in.
So more
Because
like,
instantly, as soon as you started mentioning it, I saw that.
hmm.
And that just, I mean, another example of different ideas coming in. What about you, Lyndley? What is your sense of that?
I got goosebumps with Sharon was saying that because I had the same thought. That's why I had to turn the camera that way because I'd never seen Tao do that before. Like first, I could feel the brightness of the light when you guys were, or when you were going down in the chakras, but it's almost like I felt the light coming in the room and then she felt it and she went over to the window to look at it. And I'd never seen her do something like that before. She just sat and bathed it in and it was so beautiful. Yeah, I
It
love
was
that you
so
did.
beautiful. And I'm glad that I've been practicing opening my eyes more so I can see what my clients are doing instead of Sharon just being my eyes for me. So, and share with you, our viewing audience, a little of me as well. So one of my habits is closing my eyes, as you've seen, and I am practicing less of that. Little bits. So I'm feeling like I'm just going to wrap your whole household in this beautiful love bubble to just maintain this energy of connection and this feeling of well-being and peace. Oh yes, you too. So that dog, that spirit dog, usually I hear their name, but I don't hear a name this time. I just feel like it's like a century outside, or and maybe a greater impact or a greater, you might recognize it further down the line, but this is a powerful spirit. I'm so happy that you saw it, Sharon.
More like a spirit guide that is looking over TaoTao and Lyndley, especially.
Hmm. Yeah.
Maggie says, "Me too."
You too, Maggie. You too. Yeah. You too, little girl.
Wow.
Very cool.
Nice. And with that, our session is complete, and I invite any other comments that you ladies have, or
You
is there any viewers today?
There have been people popping in and out, Carmen, but nobody, no comments here. There might be
Okay.
with the video comes when people
Yep.
come back to the for the
Yep.
replay. How
Put
are
in
you
your
doing,
questions, your
Lindley?
comments, folks. We address things um, after we see them, so we're so happy to reach you and have you see a little bit of the possibilities of what can be.
I have a question, Carmen. Carmen,
Please.
you know how I've heard that cats can see other spirits and things in the room. Can dogs do the same? Is that maybe what was going on with Tao when she was looking in the window? Can they see those things?
I believe that animals are far more connected to the spirit world than we are. We've almost shut our eyes to it in ways, and especially when they're balanced and in harmony like this, they're able to really feel in. And I'm feeling like this is like a new spirit guide for her. What do you think, Sharon?
I'm feeling the same kind of thing, and it might be the combination of Tao Tao and Lindley, a guide watching over, but more, yeah, like you're saying, more connected with Tao Tao.
Yeah.
She is highly sensitive, and so maybe the other dog has come in to help her learn how to manage that.
And that dog is very, how would I describe, stoic. Not a lot of barking, very, very calm, very, um, powerful.
It's interesting how we've had spirit animals show up in pretty well all of the shows, I think, Carmen. It's just
Yeah.
so fascinating that this work brings in a whole other dimensional aspect to it.
Well, as I've said before, the two of us together are a dynamic, even bigger dynamic than just one of us together. And one of us together is pretty cool and on its own. So two of us, where two are gathered, there's even more
Hmm.
um, awarenesses or shifts, different hearings, different knowings, and it's just wonderful. It's wonderful, and I have begun working with my sister, who's a Reiki master, massage therapist. I've been doing dual sessions with her, bringing sound in the first of the session and sound at the last of the session for people. And she does her manual osteopathic or her massage in between. And it's been because you shake up things with the sound, then you manipulate with the massage or the manual osteopathic therapy, and then back to the sound and calm everything down. So that's been a very interesting journey as well.
Perfect combination, yeah. Well, thank you so much, Lyndley, for being here. TaoTao is zenned out, I think.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. That was very moving and powerful and extraordinary. I just love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lyndley, for joining us. It takes something to join this show on camera, and we're just so grateful for everyone that has come on and kind of put themselves out there too.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we'll say goodbye for now and welcome our viewers back again next month, fourth Wednesday of January.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, ladies.